Your Excellency, Madam Pohamba, First Lady of Namibia, Mr. President Clinton, distinguished ministers and guests, Dr. Salome, Managing Director, Millennium Foundation, Mr. Tustublaj, Mr. Ray Chambers, ladies and gentlemen. I am grateful to the many participants who are here today to show their support for MassiveGood, a new initiative to mobilize voluntary contributions for health in developing countries. The 2015 deadline for achieving the 8 Millennium Development Goals is fast approaching. We are making progress on some of the goals, but standing still on the others. We need to mobilize resources and political will. Innovative financing solutions have multiplied in recent years to respond to the need for funds for global health. Traditional sources of funding, like official development assistance, ODAs, are vital, but they are not enough, particularly during the global economic slowdown. We need to supplement these resources if we are to meet the MDGs. That is why I welcome MassiveGood. We only have 5 years. We must start making an impact right now. MassiveGood is a simple idea. And people will be invited to make a small contribution of about $2 every time they buy a plane ticket, book a hotel room, or hire a car. Today's launch in the United States will be followed by expansion to European countries and then elsewhere. We hope MassiveGood will become a truly global phenomenon. The money raised will be used to help solve public health problems, to fight HIV/AIDS, malaria, and tuberculosis, and improve maternal and child health in developing countries. The individual contributions may be small, but the thinking is big. Through this partnership between UN agencies and the travel business, ordinary people will have the opportunity to do massive good for global health. The health-related MDGs are the goals on which we are lagging behind, but they are the key to all our development work. Health is absolutely fundamental to social and economic progress. I thank my special advisor, Mr. Philip Tustublaj, and the Millennium Foundation for their involvement in this initiative. As you know, we will convene an MDG summit in September to underline the message that we need results now. I look forward to the role that MassiveGood will play in this effort, and I'm counting on all partners to make the summit a great success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary General. We are extremely honored to have today President Clinton, founder of the Clinton Foundation, 42nd President of the United States, with us. President Clinton has dedicated himself to philanthropy, and he has continued public service after his term as President of the United States, a true beacon and guiding force in global health and other key development issues. I'm honored to give the floor to President Clinton.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Excuse me, Mr. Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to be brief, but to make sure everyone understands exactly what the excuse me, potential significance of this is. Mr. Duplessis is an old friend of mine, and we were friends when he was Foreign Minister of France. A few years ago, he came to see me with this idea that became UNITAID. What if France had a small solidarity tax on international flights and other countries began to participate? It changed fundamentally the economics of saving lives in poor countries, because large numbers of people were paying a small amount of money, but it amounted to a lot. And I just want to give you one example of the consequence. When I began this AIDS work, there were almost no children in poor countries getting pediatric AIDS. And the antiretroviral medicine is not like a lot of medicines. You can't just cut the adult medicine in half and give a half portion to the children. Their bodies won't digest it. So below a certain age, they must have the pediatric medicine. The cost of the medicine when we began was about $600 a child a year. We raised some money and got the volumes up and cut the cost to $90. But the cost of adult medicine, which had more components, was only about $130 at the time. After UNITAID asked us to buy the children's medicine, it made such a difference that the cost dropped to $60 a year, from $600 to $190 to $60. Now, 2/3 of all the children in developing countries in the entire world, hundreds of thousands of children, are alive because of this program. Because people can give a little bit of money every time they get on an airplane. Now, then Philippe came back to me and he said, I have another idea. What if we got all the booking agents in the world to just ask people in countries that, unlike France, don't have this solidarity tax, if they would like to participate? I said, how are we going to do that? He said, well, you're going to write to them and ask them to participate, and you're going to, you know, I'm sending letters to China and every place in the wide world. And, you know, it's, but lo and behold, people started saying yes. And if you look at the list of people just in the United States that have announced to participate, all these, we'll be adding a lot of online booking platforms in the next few months. I think this will catch on all over the world. And this is basically an institutionalized version of what we saw happen after the Haiti earthquake, where people were texting in $10 or $5 in Canada in the automatic systems. These systems, I predict, will empower ordinary people to change the future of the world in ways that we can only begin to imagine. And it's coming at a perfect time. In the United States, with a limited development budget, the government is trying to figure out how much to allocate to buying AIDS medicine or malaria medicine or tuberculosis medicine, as opposed to building out health systems in poor countries, which is clearly a function of governments and government aids. And at a certain point, if you don't do the systems, the medicine doesn't work. We may be in the process of seeing a massive redistribution of responsibility across the globe, where ordinary people who get on airplanes say, okay, we'll buy the medicine and let the public funds be used to build out the health systems. This could save millions and millions of lives. And so I'm honored to have been a small part of it from the creation of UNITAID to the present day. I'm honored that our foundation purchases the children's drugs and the second-line drugs, for which the economics are the same, dropping the price a lot. But this is really a way of empowering ordinary people around the world and using technology for the public good. It's a profoundly important day. And Philippe, I thank you, Mr. Secretary General. I thank you. I thank all the other people who will speak. But the real heroes of this day are those who have given us the mechanisms to reach the literally hundreds of millions of airline trips that are going to be taken every year and give people a chance to change the course of history. Thank you.